Well, tens of thousands of people marched through Paris to demand an end to violence against women, an issue that President Emmanuel Macron calls France's shame. The protest came as government data revealed that over 130 women have been killed by their partners or ex-partners in France this year. Clad in purple, protesters carried placards bearing the names of the femicide victims and their ages. The demonstrations came 2 days before the government is due to publish the results of an investigation into domestic violence. Social workers said that many of the women killed this year had previously sought help from the police.
Moi, je sais qu'en tant que travailleur social, quand les femmes vont déposer plainte, elles ne sont pas du tout bien reçues par la gendarmerie. Il faudrait que les gendarmes soient formés à prendre les plaintes. Et, c'est même ça, limite, qui les pousse à ne pas porter plainte parce qu'elles savent très bien comment elles vont être reçues. Donc il y a toute une histoire de formation à faire derrière, à mettre des hébergements d'urgence. Voilà, il faut plus de moyens.
Well, the protest came on the UN's International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and is aimed at pressurizing the French government before it unveils new measures to tackle the issue. The measures are expected to include seizing firearms from people suspected of domestic violence and prioritizing police training so they won't brush off women's complaints as a private affair. Now, France's government is grappling with domestic violence, as we just reported, while people in France are saying enough is enough. Here's an extensive report.
France is the home of feminism. French women were always at the forefront on breaking barriers. And yet, they haven't won this battle, the one against domestic violence. This is a demonstration in Paris to denounce the 100th femicide. 100 women have died due to domestic violence in France this year alone. People held signs showing the names of the women killed by their partner or ex-partner. The last was a 92-year-old woman. She died on Monday after being beaten by her husband with a cane. She was victim number 101. Last year, 121 women were killed due to domestic violence in France.
I think it's a shame there aren't many men participating in the march. We have to work together. It's not normal for all this to happen because 101 victims have died, but there are thousands who are being beaten up and not being mentioned.
I'm waiting to see the actions that will follow because it's so easy to say in words that we are in a feminist G7 or in a government that cares about women's issues. But right now, I don't see anything at all.
An initiative led by the French Secretary of State for Equality has pledged €1 million for organizations fighting domestic violence. The demand now is for the government to allocate more funding.
C'est pourquoi, pour accélérer le traitement des cas de violence conjugale,
we will generalize the possibility of filing a complaint with the hospital. This will be the case from 25th November. I would like agreements to be concluded between all the competent authorities, police stations, and hospitals.
According to the World Health Organization, 1 in 3 women worldwide have suffered from domestic violence. Violence against women, particularly by an intimate partner, and sexual violence is a social problem, a public health problem, and a violation of human rights. As many as 38% of murders of women are committed by an intimate male partner. The home is considered the safest place for anyone. But for women, it may sometimes be the most dangerous, even in advanced societies like France. The role of shame has Syria on top, the most dangerous country in the world for women, followed by Afghanistan, Yemen, Pakistan, and the Central African Republic. India's record isn't inspiring either. According to the National Family Health Survey released last year, every third woman in India since the age of 15 has faced domestic violence. 83% of married women who faced physical violence had their own husbands as the perpetrators. Fighting gender-based violence has been on India's policy agenda for a while now. But the government is yet to show the will and walk the talk on securing women in their own homes. Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.